But more than anything, I would say from an entrepreneur standpoint, I know that people say this all the time, picking the person that you marry is the single biggest decision of your entire life. And there is no amount of overthinking that can be done. Process it over and over and over again, because if you pick the wrong person to be by your side, you're going to fail. Going into battle by yourself, you can do for a certain amount of time, but at some point you need someone to fall back who's going to lift you up whenever you get punched in the mouth.
And the fact that you guys are building together.
It's fantastic. Yes. I mean, so the overall journey for her and I has been amazing. Like it has made our marriage fantastic because she's so invested in it. She loves the idea. She's supportive of me, but it helps to be able to shape and frame out things. Like we talked about the HVAC whenever that happened, and the electrical was a similar issue like that. And we've talked about when there's good things and new members coming in, and I've talked with her about bad things whenever we lose members, and she's right there with me every step.
Well, I think it's somebody that doesn't have an agenda other than you. And that's what I use Shane for, right? Because I mean, you talk about I think you've got a unique situation where you've got a board of advisors that has known you since you were a kid. So I think there's a genuineness outside of the economic investment they've made, right? But that's still in the back of your mind. Could be, they're just making that decision because they've got some money in this thing.
Sure.
Whereas Abby, Shane, Hannah, they just want to win with you.
Yeah.
And they just believe in you or not. But you know you're getting 100% the truth.
Absolutely. Well, and that's the benefit too, is right? Someone that could call you on your stuff even when the tables are turned and you might be in a bad spot. The amount of times that she's forced me to be able to think in a different way or has pushed me in one particular way if I'm not thinking about something in the right way. I mean, she's chipping away at my own personal stone. That's like, I see what you can be. Let's take a little chip out of that piece.
That is such a good point. That it's challenging you.
Yeah.
Because I could see that in y'all is she's challenging you to do those things. Do you think you would have done Scratch without her?
It wouldn't be the same. I think part of it being honest to myself is that I was going to do something entrepreneurial regardless. Ready. Yeah, it was. I mean, I've been scoping out stuff with my dad since I was a kid and had a website development agency at 14 years old. So that was going to be there. But again, it wouldn't be the same. And I don't know if I would have the same joy around it. If I was just fighting the battle myself, your mentors and advisors are one thing, but just to be able to have someone who's there to be able to talk about it, be excited about stuff every day makes it so much better. And so much more fulfilling when we can have a win together.
Amen. How do you feel about being a future dad?
Oh, man. I am the perfect paradigm of unbelievably excited and terrified. But again, this goes towards having the most incredible wife because I've got location number 2, which is set to be able to open in February of next year, sign the lease, and it's a bit contingent on
when... Is it close to here?
Yeah, right on West Lovers in the tollway.
Oh, let's go.
The spot that you talked about. I looked over there because you were like, it would crush it.
Dude, we'll talk after
that. But anyway, yeah, so I've got that spot that's set to be able to open in February. I've learned from my mistakes, vetted out everything before we got started. So there shouldn't be any
HVAC is not 10 floors above you.
Yep. I also have the perspective on I'm going to get punched in the mouth going into the space. There's going to be something, but I'm sitting there ready. And
You're
I'm just
ready for it.
Punch me. I got this. So with that opening February, our baby is due in March. That being said, if we have any delays construction-wise, there's a threat that Scratch 2 opens and baby comes at the same time. But this is where I've got, it's life. And I've got a war hero of a wife who's like, even if Scratch opens the day that Tessa's born, it's okay. We'll figure it out together.
She's a beast. She's a beast.
Yeah.
To have that mindset.
I mean, it's huge, right? And that's where it makes the success that much easier when you have someone that's vouching for you on your side.
You know I put that on my mama. Running through these tags, yo. You need an all black raincoat.